Kong Skull Island. It's being directed by Jordan Vogt-Roberts. What, that wasn't good enough? Alright, thanks, man. Being directed by John Vogt-Roberts. It's also starring Loki, Captain Marvel, and Nick Fury. I mean, Tom...
Is she Captain Marvel?
She's Captain Marvel.
That's awesome.
Dude, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel,
So
dude.
especially an Avengers, like, prequel.
Kind of, in a weird way, yeah. More of a psychological monkey thriller, but yeah, it is, I guess, a little bit. That being said, I gotta say, I did enjoy the Peter Jackson version back in 2005.
It was great.
Yeah, I dug that version. So, of course, there's going to be some inevitable comparisons, but I'm not going to get too much into the Peter Jackson one. I want to talk more about this one. I gotta say, I really enjoyed this movie, especially the design of Kong.
Yeah,
he looked
good.
awesome, and a lot of the monster fights were really epic and really entertaining. So I definitely had a lot of fun with it. It was definitely an entertaining film. My biggest issue with the movie, or my problems, were some of the main characters or human characters, not the main ones, just in general.
Well, it was really just like the character development. All the characters were pretty just
very good.
Like, one-dimensional, like not very deep. They didn't really...
Not very interesting either.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of just...
Chapman, I liked him.
Yeah. I mean, there were a few characters, and I really liked John C. Reilly's character. He was really funny.
Yes,
he was great. He was great the whole time, which I expected him to be. Like, and even the jokes that I heard in the trailer, that he still had way more that were all good. And I really actually liked the setting and the time period and the whole kind of vibe that the movie gave off. Like we were saying, other than maybe some of the character development, the rest of the movie I thought was pretty good, but that definitely held it back a little bit.
No, for sure. And movies like Jurassic Park, Aliens, monster movies, where these human characters are so interesting that the stakes go up way more because you're so invested. In this film, the monster fights are like, holy crap,
they're sick.
I got what I paid for. This is it. But then when you see the human characters in danger, I don't really care again, we're going to go into some spoilers if you have not seen Kong Skull Island by now, so just be warned if you haven't seen it. But now going to spoiler talk, when some characters die, like Chapman, for instance, I didn't like the way he got killed. I didn't mind him dying. I just would have liked maybe later in the film and maybe more. It just felt like you're not that big of an important character.
They played him up, having the sun and
exactly
all
with the
that.
sun. It was interesting stuff. I liked that.
But then
John C. Reilly's character, though, I love, from where the character starts to where he progresses, seeing Kong, literally in 5 feet in front of his face, and then seeing to how he grew up on that. I thought it was interesting. A lot of the stuff, how he talked about the tribe and all that. There was definitely some interesting stuff there. But again, just going back to some of the other characters, all the other actors are fine actors. I enjoy their performance.
Good actors, even.
Yeah, no, their performance is fine. It's the way they're written. I don't care for them in a lot of the situations, and I know I'm there for Kong. I'm there for the monster fights. Of course, when I go to Aliens, when I go for Jurassic Park, I'm there for the dinosaurs. I'm there for the aliens. But I still care about the human characters so much.
Well, that's what makes a movie great.
Exactly.
When you actually care about what happens to them.
And that's what I feel was stopping this movie from being great. It was good, not great, because the human characters were not written in a way that made them interesting, and in those vulnerable and in moments where the stakes go up, I just didn't give a crap if they were killed or not. Like when Samuel L. Jackson got smashed, I was like, good, I don't care. At this point, he deserved it. But you understand some of his motivations, where they came from, but other ones just
I liked Samuel L. Jackson's character, but there was really no depth. I liked seeing him kind of just,
definitely wasn't
be Samuel L. Jackson.
He definitely wasn't too intelligent, especially after finding out certain situations. You're like, why are you still doing this? But that being said, I still enjoyed the performances from all the actors, and surprisingly, Dan Gilroy is one of the writers in this film. Nightcrawler, I thought, was a brilliant film that he wrote and directed, so seeing his name on here was kind of surprising. But again, writers in studio, the script could have been, rewritten a bunch of times. So I don't particularly blame him for not making me care about these human characters. But, I was just a little bit shocked. I thought I would have had a little more depth to these characters than some of the, arcs or maybe backstories or whatever would have been a little more beefed up. But that being said, the movie is about Kong. And Kong is awesome. I did love how much they showed Kong. I did love the fights, him going up against the octopus and then going up against the skull crawlers. Really cool stuff. And also when he was dealing with...
I just heard that out loud. I think that name sucks.
But you can call it whatever you want.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I definitely love John C. Reilly whenever he would break the tension a little bit with some comic relief.
And he can fight too, which was sick.
And I was going to say, I actually bought that because a man who was there that many years and telling the story of how he survived and all was and he's also a soldier, obviously more air unit kind of soldier, Air Force kind of soldier, air pilot, whatever. The cinematography in this film, it's really well shot. And I love how they went onto a location to into like a jungle wherever they went. So that was really cool. I think they were in Thailand. I might be wrong. Again, you want to make me feel like an idiot and make me feel dumb? Correct me in the comment section, please. The only thing I think that would have made this film good to great is just a little more character depth. The characters being beefed up a little bit, maybe having some better storylines, maybe being a little more interesting. Obviously, John C. Reilly for me stole the show. He was definitely the best in the film in terms of comedic relief.
He's the only character that was any good.
And also very interesting character as well. Yeah. I did enjoy the tone of the film. The action scenes, the monster scenes were really, really cool. Go stay for the after credit scene if you haven't seen the movie already. If not, there's a cool little thing, even though I kind of felt it was a little tacked on, but still seeing the connection was cool in itself. I'm going to give King Kong a 7.8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the movie a 7. I think I really liked the setting and the tone of it. I liked all the music they were playing. It was some of it was kind of thrown in. It felt like, but I did kind of like that vibe it was giving off. And I actually think my favorite part of the movie was the very end when you see John C. Reilly like going back to his family. I thought that really kind of tied his character, the only good character in the movie, really, other than Kong. Really tied it off together and it made you feel good about it. So I really enjoyed that. I'm glad they did that. For the most part, I had a lot of fun. Other than just maybe some shallow characters, I thought the movie was pretty good and definitely a great monster movie. Don't go expecting, an Academy Award-winning movie. But for a monster film, I thought it was pretty good. So I'm going to give it a 7, and yeah, I liked it. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let us know what you thought about it in the comments section, and if you like these videos, you can hit the subscribe button.
See you guys next time.